welcome everyone to Chair Yoga. I'm Lori, and we're going to get started today sitting up nice and tall and straight in our chairs, taking some big breaths. Let's inhale, sit up tall, and exhale, let your shoulders soften and drop a little lower. Inhale, good posture again. And exhale, shoulders a little softer. You're making some space here between your shoulders and your ears. Let's inhale, this time adding some movement. We're going to lift our arms up. And exhale, arms back to our sides. Good. Inhale, arms up. And exhale down. One more time like that. Inhale, arms up. And exhale back down. Let's do some shoulder shrugs. You can rest your hands on your lap for these. Just squeeze your shoulders up toward your ears and draw them down even lower than where they would naturally go. Again, squeezing up and drawing down. Up and down. Keep your shoulders low, your head up tall. We're going to twist at the neck, look over your shoulder to the right. And then all the way around, look over your shoulder to the left. Let's do that a few more times. Right and left. Right. Left. Right. Left. And one more time to the right. Straight back up here. And let's take our arms up nice and wide. We're going to make some circles. So starting small, make small circles here. We're just getting warm. And change direction. Small circles for now. And then make big circles. Try not to hit anything. Big circles. 7, 8, 9. And guess what? We're changing direction, big circles the other way. 2, just do what you can. 4, it's going to get us nice and warm. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. You can roll the shoulders around a little bit if they're feeling the fatigue from that. We're going to move on to some lower body. So, feet flat on the floor. Make sure they're right under your knees here. We're just going to lift our heels and then lift our toes. Heels and toes. Keep going. Heels and toes. 2 more times. And last time. Good. Now some leg extensions. One leg up front, and then switch. Good. Extend, and extend. We're going to add on to this the opposite arm. So with your right leg, your left arm is extending, and switch. Reach, and switch. Reach, and switch. Just a few more. One more time. Reach and reach. Good. Sitting up tall and straight again. We're going to inhale, lift our arms up. And this time we're going to swan dive. So as we exhale, we're going to take our arms wide and hinge forward, like you're bringing your chest right down into your lap. Drop your arms down so your hands are down by your ankles. If that's uncomfortable for anybody, hands on your legs, back yourself up a little bit. Otherwise, hands are down, arms are extended. Drop your head, look back under your chair if that feels good. Take a little stretch, keep breathing. And then with with your next in-breath, we'll sit back up. You can put your hands on your legs for a little back support here as you roll back up and sit upright in your chair. We're gonna do that swan dive again, just a couple more times. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, swan dive forward. Arms dropping if that feels okay. And then inhale, back up to seated. And exhale, staying tall. One more time. Inhale, bringing the arms overhead. Exhale and swan dive forward. Inhale, rolling back up to seated. And exhale, staying up tall. Good. Are we nice and warm? Good. We're going to sit forward on the chair a little bit so you've got some space behind your back. We're going to walk our feet to the right so that your bottom turns on your chair. We're facing the right side of the room. You're going to take your left foot and just step it back a little bit so your knee drops down toward the floor. If that's uncomfortable for anybody, your hip doesn't like that position, you can just go with a wide set stance instead. Otherwise, we're here, we're going to square the shoulders to wherever that right knee is pointing and raise both arms up. And if it feels okay with your neck, you're just going to look upward as well. That's your warrior one position. Keep breathing. If that's uncomfortable for your neck to be looking up, just keep a neutral neck. Right arm's coming forward, left arm back. Arms open nice and wide here, and your gaze is out over your right hand. That's warrior two. Good. Arms parallel with the floor if we can do that. Then we're going to do our archery move here. We're going to take that left arm and sweep it around in a big arc. You're going to pull back past your chin and extend it back out straight. Good. Still looking out over that right hand. We'll do that one more time. Left arm's coming around. And then pull back and open wide. Couple more big breaths here. We're going to let that back arm, your left arm, have a little rest. Turn your right palm up to face the ceiling and then lift your arm up toward the ceiling. And you're in reverse warrior. And release that arm down. We're going to straighten up on our chairs. Do a little stretch before we do the same sequence on the other side. So this time we're going to let our arms have a rest. Keep your hands on your legs. Inhale, nice and tall. And as you exhale, you're going to hinge forward on your chair. Let your chin come forward first. Just going to keep your spine nice and long. First stretch in your low back. If it feels good and you want a little bit more, drop your arms so your hands come down by your ankles. That extra weight pulling you forward give you more stretch. If you're still feeling great and you want a little bit more, hands to the floor between your feet. Drop your head. And we're going to come back up with our inhale. Hands on your legs. Inhale, roll up. And exhale, stay tall in your chair. We're going to do the same sequence on the other side, our warrior series. We're going to walk our feet to the left this time. So your bottom turns. You're going to take your front foot, which would be your right foot, step back. So that knee is dropped down toward the floor. Again, if that position doesn't feel right on the hip, doesn't work for you, just set your foot out wide instead. Okay? We're going to square our shoulders to wherever that left knee is pointing. Raise both arms up, and you're in warrior one. also modify here for shoulders if you need to. You can have your hands at heart center, okay? Or up. Gaze is up toward the ceiling. And we're gonna open up the arms into warrior two. This time left arm forward, right arm back. Arms are parallel with the floor again. And we're looking out over that front hand. Warrior two. Everybody looks great. We're going to take that back arm and sweep it around in a big arc. You're going to pull back past your chin like you're drawing a bow and open it wide. One more time. Right arm's going to come around. Pull back past your chin and then open it wide. Right arm have a little rest. Turn your left palm up and then lift your left arm up toward the ceiling. Follow it with your gaze if you can. And that's your reverse warrior. Perfect. And relax. We're going to straighten up on our chairs. Take a little water break. If you have some water, just have some sip. And then, for those of you who would like to stand up, we're going to do a little bit of stuff on our feet. If you're staying in your chair, I'll give you some alternatives for in your chair. I'm going to put a chair in front of you, Helen, okay? There you go. So we're going to step behind the chair. We're going to start with a march in place. So if you're seated, you can march in your chair. We're going to march with our knees up nice and high. There you go. You either have your hands on the chair, or if you don't need to be holding on, you can swing your opposite arm and leg. Perfect. Roger. Good. 3 more. 2 more, and last one. Good. Hands on the back of your chair. Leg lift to the side, keeping your toe pointed forward. Lift and lower, lift and lower. We'll do all one side, and then we'll do all the other side. Let's do 5 more here. 4, 3, 2, and 1, and then switch legs. Here we go. 2, good. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Let's plank. Both feet on the floor, flat and hip width apart. So your feet are under your hips. Hopefully feeling pretty stable there. Working on our posture. If you're seated, just working on posture. Your head is tall, your shoulders are down. Okay? Hands are on that chair. Yeah. We're going to step the right foot a little bit ahead of the left. Right foot ahead, left foot is behind. Separated by hip width. You're going to shift all of your body weight to the back leg and lift your front toe. Then shift to the front leg, lift the back heel. Shift back toe up and forward heel up. Keep going. Good. If you're seated, heel and toe raises. Good. Let's do 3 more. 2 and 1. Then we're going to switch the feet. One a little ahead, one a little behind. Like you've just taken a step. Shift your body weight back, front toe up, and shift your body weight forward, back heel up. If you're seated, it's just heel and toe raises. If you get bored with heel and toe raises, you can do forward leg extensions. Let's do 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Feet under our hips again. Perfect posture. If you're seated, you're working on your perfect seated posture. If you're standing, we're going to work all the way over to our right side. And then we're going to try a tree pose. So your tree might look really different depending on what you're up for today. You can keep your foot on the floor, or you can try putting it against your leg. You have your hands on your chair if you need it. Okay? Tree pose, nice tall posture. If you do not need the chair, you can try heart center for your hands. Take some nice big breaths. Use a focal point out ahead of you. Keeping your gaze on something stationary will help you. And we're going to step back down. Switch sides. So you still have your chair if you need it. 1 or 2 hands on that chair. And commit to your tree pose with all your weight on your left leg. You can keep a toe down if you need to. Or that foot can come up to the leg below your knee. Never on your knee. Nice and tall. Use the chair if you need to, or hands to heart center. Chair just a little bit longer. If you're seated, you can do some forward leg extensions. If you're standing, hands on the back of the chair, step away from it a little bit. We'll lift the right leg up behind us, and then left leg up behind us. If you want a little more, right leg up behind you. You can try the left arm extension along with it. And switch. Left leg extension. Adding the opposite arm if you feel comfortable. And switch. Right leg, left arm. Switch. Have a seat in the chair. Take a little water break. Then we're going to move on to some stretches. How's everybody feeling so far? Thanks, Mark. We're going to open our arms up nice and wide. Arms are at shoulder height. Tall, straight posture. Turn your thumbs down. Push back a little more if you can. We're going to tip our chins up so you're looking all the way up at the ceiling. Take some big breaths right into your chest here. Feel yourself open up a little bit more. One more time. Big breath in. Exhale. And relax. Good. Roll your shoulders out a little bit. I'm going to take a right arm straight out in front of us, nice and straight at your elbows. Support it with your left hand. Good. Pull it across your chest, keeping that elbow straight for a little shoulder stretch. That's it. stretch, and take your right hand, put it on the back of your neck. And you're just gonna lift your elbow up and sort of point it up toward the ceiling for a tricep stretch. We're going to take that left arm out in front of us, nice and straight at your elbow if you can, and support it with your right hand. Gently pull across your chest for your shoulder stretch. And let's release that. Take that same hand, left hand, put it on the back of your neck. Just point your elbow up toward the ceiling for the tricep stretch. You gotta loosen up those cuffs for you, George. And relax. Okay, we're gonna do our back stretch again. This time we're gonna set our feet wider than hip width. And let your hands just rest on your thighs. Inhale, sit up tall and straight. And exhale, just hinge forward. Let your chin go forward first. Just keeps your spine nice and long. Rest your chest right down toward your lap or in your lap if you can get there. If it feels good and you want more, just drop your arms so your hands are down by your ankles. Drop your head, look back under your chair. Or you can put your hands to the floor between your feet. Keep breathing. As we roll back up, hands can go to your legs for a little gentle back support on the way up. Good. Nice and tall in our chairs. We're just going to do a triangle pose here. It's going to give you a nice stretch. So we're going to straighten the right leg out. You need to be forward on your chair a little bit here. Straighten your right leg out, put your heel on the floor, get your knees straight. And then we're going to angle it out to the right just a little bit more. Straighten your right arm out and rest it on the leg. Extend your left arm behind you and twist and look back toward that left hand. If you feel perfect right where you are, you don't have to change. If you want a little bit more, you're going to slide your right hand further down. Let your left arm rise up a little bit more. We're still trying to look at that left hand. That's giving you some twist. Some nice big breaths. And we'll sit back up. 2 feet on the floor. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. So left leg out straight, heel on the floor, and then pop it out to the left a little. Straighten your left arm out and just rest it on your leg. Open your right arm behind you. Twist and look back at that right hand. And again, we're either staying sitting nice and tall and upright here. Or if you want a little bit more, you can slide your left hand down the leg. Let that right arm rise up. Get a little bit more out of it. Never pushing into something that really doesn't feel good. And we'll sit back up and 2 feet on the floor. Good. Similar stretch here for your hamstrings. We're going to straighten the right leg out again, heel on the floor, knee straight, but we're going to keep it straight in front of us this time. Put both hands on your left thigh. Sit up tall and straight and inhale. And then as we exhale, we're hinging forward. Chin's going to go out first again. Straight out over that leg. Just let your foot relax for now. If you want a calf stretch here, you're just going to flex your foot. So draw your toes back toward your shin. If it's tight, that might not feel super comfortable. Good. If you can reach your toes, you can pull on them. Not necessary though. Same stretch on the other side. So bring that right foot in, extend your left leg, heel on the floor, knee straight. Both hands on your right leg. Inhale and sit up tall. Exhale and hinge forward, chin out first. Perfect. Get that calf stretch. Toes come back toward the shin. And relax. We're going to sit back up. 2 feet on the floor. Good. Our next move, if you can cross your legs, we're going to do a little glute stretch. If you can't or shouldn't cross your legs, you're going to do a seated twist instead. So right hand to the outside of the left knee. This is the alternative. Left hand on your chair, tall and straight, and give yourself a little twist. Look back over your shoulder. If you can cross your legs, you're going to bring your left leg up across instead. Okay, if that's a little too high, you can make it easier on yourself. Okay. So you should feel a nice big stretch in your hip. Tall and straight first. If you want a little bit more, hinge forward again, your chin forward first, right out over your legs. If you love it, a little hug. If you hate it, you don't have to do it. And relax, 2 feet on the floor. So we're going to do the same thing on the other side. If you're doing the alternative move, left hand to the outside of your right knee, right hand on the arm of your chair, tall and straight, and then twist and look over that right shoulder. Or if you're coming along for the glute stretch, bring your right leg up across your left. Wherever you can make it easier if you need to by stepping out a little. Or we're sitting up nice and tall. Take a big breath in. And as we exhale, hinging forward, chin out first over your leg. A nice intense stretch. If you like that kind of thing, if you love it, bring yourself down close by hugging your leg. That. Let's put 2 feet on the floor. Good. We're going to sit back in our chairs. We're going to finish with a little meditation and relaxation for the end of class. So sit back, get comfortable. You can have a little sip of water if you need it. If you like, you can close your eyes. Rest against the back of your chair. Get comfortable here. Let everything start to slow down a little bit. Put yourself in your most comfortable position here. Arms against your body or on the arms of your chair, whatever feels better. And take note of how your body is feeling. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, think about where you're feeling the most tense. Take your next breath in, allow the tension to flow away with your exhalation. Inhale as you raise your shoulders up. And relax as you exhale and lower your shoulders into a comfortable position. And as you rest peacefully, begin to form an image in your mind. Imagine that you're in a safe, comfortable room, and the room is pleasantly dark. Imagine the glow of a candle beside you, attention facing forward as you notice the gentle flickers of light on the wall in front of you. Feel yourself relaxing as you watch the beautiful patterns made by the light of the candle. You might want to turn and look at the candle. If you wish, turn in your imagination to face the candle. Picture the candle in front of you. See the soft light it creates. Notice the flame gently moving as the candle burns. Imagine what the candle looks like. What shape, what color, what size. Create a picture in your mind. Imagine that the candle gently melts away the stress and the tension you've been holding in your body. As the candle burns, feel your tension ease and relaxation flow through your body. Notice the wax becoming softer. Feel your body also becoming softer. Notice again the soft flame at the top of the candle. See how it flickers in response to your breath as you exhale. Watch how the flame responds each time you breathe. Now turn your attention back to the wax of the candle. The softening wax is melting, turning to liquid, warm and flowing, free from tension. Like the candle melting, your tension also melting away. As the melted wax builds, see it slowly overflow. Pour down the side of the candle, drop by drop. It feels like any stresses you were holding on to are dripping away with each drop of wax. The soft flame of relaxation warms you from the inside, melting away all stress. Continue to observe your candle, enjoying the feelings. Exhale through your mouth, blowing out the candle. Slowly bring your awareness back to the present, becoming more aware of the time and the place. Slowly stretch your muscles.